Kyrie Irving, Iman Shumpert in the backcourt, and LeBron James as well for the wine group. Meanwhile, for the goal team, again wearing white, it'll be Kay Felder at the point guard. He's in the backcourt with Jordan McRae. Up front, Chris Birdman Anderson, along with Mike Dunleavy. Now Richard Jefferson's going to get the start instead of LBJ with the wine group.
Everybody's anxious to see Kay Felder and how he operates on the full court situation. I'm really anxious to see. He had a great summer league for it.
Sure did. Goes both left and right hand. So the goal team with the first possession. Jordan McRae fires. He was third in the summer league scoring at 26 points a game in Las Vegas.
So he can put the ball in the basket. So
can Kevin Love. For three! Love is in the air. And a September afternoon at the Q.
Already starting out, Love is deep in the queue. Putting the ball on the floor, that's a good sign.
He worked with Phil Handy, the director of player development, during the summertime a lot on elbows and on the boxes. There's Chris Anderson in the score. Here comes Kay Felder showing that quickness. 5'9", pitch and catch. Fry gets one to go.
Ball movement exceptional already. That's what you like to see. Solid, crisp passing.
So Channing knocks down the triple. Shot 38% from the arc as a Cavalier.
Anytime he wants to, and that's a big advantage to have in this league.
Felder says he watched a lot of Tony Parker video along the way to learn that floater. That's what he loves to do, pass. Dunleavy for three.
Doesn't take Dunleavy long. Good shooter, especially standstill shooter. He should get a lot of those during the season.
Of course, you know Mike Dunleavy's dad played and coached in the NBA. Quick catch off the glass. Kevin Love has really been working on that in training camp.
Oh, that's going to be there a lot.
He's also taken some threes and made 15 in his career. McRae got his own miss. Fry off the no-looker over Kevin Love.
But what I like about the Birdman, he only takes shots that he knows he can make.
Replicate, and they obviously love being together, and that helps.
Kevin Love on the pass, it was knocked away. Felder pushed it. McRae on the finish.
Hey, in the open floor, I love Felder winning a championship.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier, Austin. It's unique. They feel a little questioned still, despite the fact that they have that championship under their belt. They think people are discounting them already, which is great to be in our position in that regard.
Exactly.
12-7 off the Tristan Thompson foul. Getting back to Felder, who has the basketball. What's jumped out at you and David Griffin and the rest of the basketball ops and the scouts that he can really make it in this league?
It's his vision. Like, obviously he was fourth in the country in scoring last year, but leading the country in assists is something that obviously looks good on paper, but then you go see him play and it was the types of passes and what passes are available here at this level with bigger size, better athletes, obviously, and he's adjusting already to that.
Swing pass to Jefferson. It'll be a Kevin Love tray that goes.
He looks so much more comfortable now and doing a lot of different things. His shot selections are he's seeing the floor better now. He's just seeing everything better. You can see his release is just so much more athletic now than it was at first.
McRae on the miss. Here comes Kevin Love. Irving found Shumpert. Oh, nice move behind the back to the rack. Iman Shumpert lost.
Certainly has helped him.
Excuse me, Jonathan Holmes, number 33 in white, is on the floor. Dunleavy sticks it like a layup for him.
I really like his range. I remember him. He used to always give us trouble, but I love his range. His range is unbelievable.
Yeah, no, he's going to have a lot of those open looks to take advantage of hopefully this year. Obviously, were with us last year, and DeAndre Liggins as well. We feel really good about those guys, and they've raised our overall level.
Liggins a very good defender. We'll see him. Inside, Tristan Thompson, good catch by Love. Squares his shoulders and hits it. Boy, he's on fire. That's a 2, but K. Love has 10.
Yeah, he's in a little bit better. He looks more muscular now. I mean, he looks stronger now, and so his confidence level is way high now, right now, and I'm looking for a big year from Love.
Well, he's a champion now. Look at Felder fly and hit the bottom of the backboard, but you can see his quickness. And that will finish the opening quarter. Can you stick with it? Markel Brown's name you know from the his days with the Brooklyn Nets. Holland can really shoot it. Came up short. Rebound. Corey Jefferson tries to dig it out and does, but it was stripped away. And he lost his shoe.
Somebody lost a shoe.
So Markel Brown actually lost his shoe as we got a foul.
One thing I like already, Fred, is the pace of the game. They're not hesitating. They're coming across that half-court line with some type of vision on.
Well, and we hope to improve on that and do more of it.
And to me, Trent, that is when you have your team operating at an optimum situation when they know themselves. They don't have to be told when to pull it back, when to rush, when to go. That is when you're operating, I think, at your top efficiency.
Yeah, no, you're right, Austin. You played this game at a high level. You know how the difference between making them run and knowing when to run.
Yes.
We're trying to get to that point more.
Postseason games, and of course, a vital couple of minutes in Game 6 when he came off the bench at the end of the half. James Jones for 3.
It was really incredible for a guy to be ready in that position,
Yes.
where he did play in 15-point season games, but he was playing garbage time most
Right.
of the time.
Right.
To keep himself ready and be such a huge contribution in the middle of a pivotal
He
game.
handles some points, so he'll get a look in training camp and the preseason with the ball in his hands. Good D by Dante Jones. Kyrie rising and hitting.
But Trent, it seems like most of the guys that you've brought in,
They've reset the score in the second quarter. Right now, 8-6 Wine in this quarter. Kyrie, ball on a string. Finds Liggins for 3. DeAndre Liggins. He can really defend and shows a good-looking stroke there.
Yeah.
With the Magic coming on Wednesday, Philadelphia will be here next Saturday. 7:30 game here at the Q. Kevin Love continues where he left off.
I tell you again, he's like a new man. Winning that championship, he stepped up huge in Game 6 and 7. He's just a new man now. He's different. His confidence level is way better than it had been in the past.
I watched Game 7 the other night. He was an absolute beast on the backboard.
Yes, he was.
Nice steal by Markel Brown, chased by Holland, and Brown will get it. 2 games for Brooklyn, averaged 6 points a game. Kyrie off the foot, and he hit it. Took off with the wrong foot, squared up, and made it look easy.
He makes those shots with ease, Fred. He is. And Liggins is always after you, too. He doesn't give you a minute to breathe.
He's like Dante Jones in that regard. Dunleavy sets his feet and hits
Shoot
it for
it,
3.
young man. Woo-hoo.
Mike Dunleavy has 12. That's what I'm here for, partner. Keep you abreast. Kyrie from 16, perfect.
Well, that's like money for Kyrie.
It is.
You let Kyrie get around that free throw line, that's money. You might as well just count it. Constantly looking for the open man.
Kyrie steps into one to close the second quarter. As we begin our first of 5 preseason telecasts, we'll have 70 regular season games as well. Kyrie Irving launches off the back iron, but an easy rebound for Thompson. Dunleavy feeling it from very deep, and he hit it again. He's got now 5 trays.
My goodness. He's stepping right into a void that the Cavaliers surely were going to take advantage of. His shooting ability will be welcome.
Remember, Al, he was a beast 2 years ago in that series with the Bulls. He was tough.
He's a guy like LeBron told you on media day. He just wears you out because he's constantly moving, and he can also hit that 3 as we've seen.
In traffic, and the shot was missed down the floor. McRae will catch it and thump it. Jordan McRae came out of the summer league after he averaged 26 a game and really worked hard, didn't he, Allie, in the offseason?
Yeah, he dedicated a lot to the game. His shot, that's one thing Coach Lou talked heavily about, was just improving that shot, wanting him to be a guy that comes off the bench and can score, but he's also put on some healthy weight.
Yeah, got stronger. He knew he had to. Jefferson on the second chance.
The one thing that the Cavs will definitely need is prolific scoring when they put the guys in the game.
Only to maintain the lead, but try to build the lead. Notice I said
Right.
lead, right?
Yes, I like your thinking, partner.
Look at Kay Felder flying through. He's got a vertical inch jump of 44, second highest ever at the NBA Combine. You saw him casually leap to the rafters there.
Well, believe me, it is not easy to lead the country in scoring and assists.
Both left-handed, both smallish point guards in this league.
Bounce toss on the money. Lamont Shepard, who thumped it. Kyrie off the board. And Shumpert throws the hammer down.
That looked like J.R. Smith and LeBron James on a couple of occasions last season.
Kyrie seemed to be a little bit more on target with that toss.
Yeah. Jordan McRae switched to the left hand, couldn't get it to go. The karma of winning a championship, and it's not coincidental that they've had a great season and headed to the postseason.
Well, it's interesting. The game that we were, the Indians game that we went over to, and I had a chance to talk with the fellas there, Underwood, and especially when he left the game, he's still going to play another 5 seasons.
Here comes Holland, fights it up. Jefferson kept his hands high. Good job. Corey Jefferson has a couple of hoops.
Yeah, he's very quick to get off his feet around that basket. Pretty athletic.
He's a Baylor Bear, played 4 years in Waco. Look at Jordan McRae wanting to crush it. Just had it dislodged at the end. Holland, a quick trigger. Rebound to Dante Jones. A little more than 2 minutes left in this scrimmage. A look off. Dante couldn't finish it. Here comes Kay Felder. Looking inside to Jefferson. That's keeping her head up.
Well, the one thing that Coach Lou loves Felder's style of play. Always constantly pushing the ball, and as a big man, you have to run when he's got the ball, because these are the type of passes that he can get to you at any time.
And as a result, Ty Lue says that's enough. We'll end on that exclamation mark. 13-9 gold, and the wine and gold scrimmage is in the books. What did you like what you saw?
I just like the pace of the game, the way they played. The ball did not stick in anybody's hand. The ball kept moving, and everybody was getting good opportunities. And the defense was pretty much solid for this time of year. I know it's going to be better as we go through the year, but it was pretty solid for this time of year.
Allie, what do you think we have in store for the first broadcast on Fox Sports Ohio against the Orlando Magic on Wednesday nights?
Oh, plenty of excitement. I mean, of course, I think you're obviously going to see Braun out there, but I think just to play against others, not just yourselves anymore. I think these guys are excited. That's the one thing that I've appreciated watching, is if you're at practice like we are and you get to see this team, there's an excitement level there, but it's also all about getting back to work. You know, they're not satisfied, and I think that's a lot of fun right now.
You had a chance to sit down with both Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving. I had a chance to
What these guys are going in about a year and a half, 2 years of playing with one another. That's some continuity. That's knowing one another out on the floor, and I think that's what's exciting too. Is if anything.
Well, it's a situation that all teams hope for, all franchises want, and that's to have a bunch of guys who know how to compete and have one competing.
The guy sitting right in front of us, Mike Dunleavy, he's been with several organizations, and you hear on different accounts many different things that have stuck out to him in such a positive light. Just how close this team is, the organization. I know they spent a lot of time with that mini camp together, but also just this past weekend, guys were together, and for a guy like him to have seen so much already in his career and still be wowed by that and appreciate that, I think that says a lot about this team.
And he knows the Central Division. He's played on Indiana, Milwaukee.
Testament to these guys and where they are mentally and the focus that they have and what they're ready to do come Wednesday, for instance, but then, of course, working towards October 25th.
Mike Dunleavy, Ivan Shumpert in a half-court shooting contest.
Yes, sir.
Were you a very good half-court shooter?
No. That's a little bit too far for me. I mean, at the three-point line was about my limit. Because, like I said, my whole game was I'm going to the basket. I'm taking everybody on that floor to the hoop.
And remember, they didn't institute the three-point line until 8 years into your career, back in '79.
Well,
Shumpert with some convenient banking hours on a Sunday afternoon. Got it to go. So he had the biggest highlight finish during the scrimmage. And now he knocks down a 47-footer.
I'm looking for a big year from Shump. I mean, he changed his hairstyle a little bit, and so I think the Shump's going to be ready to play this season.
Made it look easy.